welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Tokslaboss. Yes. So if today's your first time seeing this face, I'll really appreciate it if you bosses go right ahead and smash that subscribe button down below. Also bosses, do not forget to turn your notification button on. Bosses, join the boss squad. I want you on my team. So if you're seeing my face in my existence, make sure to do just that. Thank you bosses so much. Really appreciate it. Really. So yes bosses, today we're pretty much doing some up, some down, soup to the side bosses. You know what I mean, right? So if you want to see how you can create this hair using a 14 inches body wave, then bosses, you definitely got to keep on watching. Without further ado bosses, let's hop right into this video. This video was simple and straight to the point. Let's get it. Like to live, but that's what me I go hard. Tomorrow no promise, so me not on me heart. Man live without limit. Man in it to win it. Live without limit. Yeah. Hey bosses, welcome. So by the title of this video, you already know what we're about to get into. But before we get into it, I would like to share with you what I received from this hair company. We're going to be working with Celie hair, and I really love this company. If you look on my YouTube channel, you'll see that I've worked with this company numerous of times. Okay, it's already showed right here, so it pretty much is the number of the hair on the box. It's 14 inches bosses, 14 inches, and it is a body wave. It's 13 by 4 unit. Also it is 180% density. Oh yeah, I love it. Not to mention bosses, this unit actually came pre-plucked, but then I went back in it, tweaked it a little bit, and pre-plucked it more to my liking. Okay bosses, so yeah, if you're the type of girl that do not know how to pluck her unit, this company will be perfect for you. Okay, let's go. I received the brochure letting you bosses know how to reach Celie hair. And you can read Celie hair on Instagram and Facebook, okay bosses? And inside, I believe Celie hair showed you how you can take care of your unit and how to perfect it when it gets really dirty and how you can get up on it. I think that's pretty cool. What I received is the goodie bags. Let's see what's inside of the goodie bags. Bosses, I'm going to be giving away bonnets this year for Christmas. So I received a satin hair bonnet, which is really cool. I'm going to give this away to someone that really needs a bonnet. I have so much bonnet bosses. I don't want to be selfish. You got to share it. Another hairband. So some lucky person is definitely getting a hairband. So I received a baby hair comb, which is really dope. Always use this. More clips for your girl. Definitely going to be using it probably somewhere in this video to probably curl the unit just a tad bit. Oh bosses, not to mention this unit actually came pre-curled. I was like, what? Celie hair, you're definitely stepping it up a notch. I love that. Also received some stocking cap. Definitely need this because your girl record video like every week. Come on, I need it. So Celie hair also sent me a 3D mink lashes. Definitely going to be wearing it soon. There's Celie hair band for my hair so I can lay the edges down. So which is really amazing. Definitely going to be using that in this video because I need it. And also Celie hair sent me a nice comb. Who doesn't love a good comb? Come on. Pretty much it. Thank you so much Celie hair. Can't wait to show you bosses the unit. It's fire. This unit, like I already stated to you bosses, is a 14 inches 13 by 4 bosses. As you bosses can see, I already went ahead and sectioned the unit out. Not really curled it because it actually came curled just like this. No lie bosses. Out the box, curled just as such. And I was like, you know what, since I have time, let me go ahead and just, you know, perfect it a little bit more. And that's what I did. Like I told you bosses, when I part my unit off the on the mannequin, I actually realized that I part the unit so amazingly. So I kind of like to do that time to time. So I didn't feel like doing it in front of the camera this time around, but I left everything on it. Out of parting space in the unit there. So it's really cool. And it already has a hairband sewed into the unit. I was like, okay Celie hair, you guys are stepping it up. I remember working with Celie hair back then, and I don't recall them like literally putting the hairband in the unit, but for some odd reason in this video they did just that. So I was like, okay Celie hair. I have combs inside of the unit as well, but for me preferably I don't like the comb. I feel like it makes my head look bulky, so I normally like to go in with my blade and cut it out. This unit also comes with an adjusted band as well, so you can adjust the unit how you like it. even though it already has a like band already sewed into it, you can still adjust it in the back. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. Routine. And I'm gonna color in the unit to make it look as natural as possible. This is what we do. So yes, bosses, I'm just putting the makeup on my hairline as well, and also in the cap right there, bosses. I'm trying to make the unit looks as natural as possible, just like my scalp, and I see that it looks really decent, and I could definitely work with that, you know what I mean? So it looks really nice. Looks very much pre-plucked. It's giving the pre-plucked effect that I love so much. So big shout out to Celie hair. Just realizing though, when I parted the hair on the mannequin, that's not the places that I love to part my hair. So yeah, that's another issue. So yeah, I'm just cutting the ear part out, you know, bosses. That's pretty much the first thing you want to do to your unit. Make sure it's sized up to your head, and make sure it fits your head perfectly, just how you like it. And then after that, bosses, you adjust the cap how you want it. And now I'm gonna go in with the Got To Be spray, and then just spray my hair and make sure it's jetted down, and go in with the blow dryer. What I like to do is I comb it and I blow dry it, bosses, to make sure it doesn't leave any residue. I've come to a realization when I do it like that, it kind of like helps like without the residue. That's what I want of the things most likely that I hate about Got To Be, that it leaves so much residue around your hairline. But yeah, with combing it upward, it doesn't really do as much. You just got to keep playing with it and just tapping on it, you know, just as I'm doing right there. That's definitely what you want to do. And then I'm going to go into the blow dryer, bosses. If you're still watching this video, bosses, what are you waiting for? Make sure to subscribe to the Boss Squad. Make sure to be part of the team. I would really appreciate that. So I'm going in with the Celie hairband, and then yeah, just leaving that on for a brief moment. Now I'm going to see what I want to do, bosses. I told you, bosses, I wanted my hair to be down. Then I went ahead and just changed my mind, bosses. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do the new style all the girlies are doing lately. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and perfect the parting and everything like that. Then I went into the my wax stick by La Boss Beauty. Went in with the high comb, bosses. This hair is truly phenomenal. Like, it just takes so well to the heating process. I was like, oh my god, and it was just so soft to touch. I loved it so much. So now, bosses, is going to begin into cutting that lace off the wig. But let's talk about the hairline, bosses. This hairline is definitely giving what it's supposed to give. I'm loving that. So yeah, you know me already. I like to section the unit. Once I do that, then the hair looks so amazing when I do that. And then I go in with my blade, and then I just begin to cut it bits and bits by pieces. You definitely want to do this because it definitely helps you to get closer to what you're looking for. And when you cut it in section, it definitely makes for an easy transition. You feel me? So yeah, bosses, if you're still watching this video, what are you waiting for? Make sure to subscribe to the Boss Squad. Give this video a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. That helps my channel out a lot. I'm not even just saying that, like literally, when you bosses hit that like button on this and share the video, and then also comment down below, that helps me and that keeps me going. Okay, bosses, so do what he do and subscribe to the Boss Squad. So okay, now, bosses, so I'm gonna begin into just going ahead and just cutting the rest of the lace off the frontal. You just want to take your time in doing that and be very careful when doing it, bosses. Very more so careful. But it's really great to cut the hair in section. Now I'm going to go into the Got To Be, bosses. When I do that, it's pretty much me perfecting the unit, as in like making sure the unit doesn't have any lace that's lifting up or anything like that. When you do that and blow dry it, it looks so much seamless. It just looks like, wow, it looks like it's giving scalp. Really, when it's all dried up, it definitely was giving scalp. Look at that. Look at that. Celie hair definitely did that with this unit. I really love the fact that it just looks really natural. So I'm going back into the Celie hairband, bosses. And mind you, bosses, I did not have any intent of doing this hair updo whatever. But bosses, I've been seeing this style just all around Instagram, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I want to do something like this, you know, to my hair. And that's pretty much what I did, bosses. So I went in with my spritz. It's a hardness spray to put your unit in place, bosses. So I went in with that. Make sure it's combed up. Went in with my little scrunchie, bosses, and just pinned that hair up just how I liked it. if you're like me, I'm sure you've been seeing this style all around Instagram or whatever on Pinterest. And I was like, you know what? I'm definitely doing it with this unit. Even though this unit was a 14 inches, I was like, you think this unit could go up though? Do you think it could be curled? Whatever. But it definitely did what it was supposed to do. I got so much compliment on this hairdo. It's not even funny. I really love everything about this whole look. It just came out effortlessly and just beautiful. I went in with my curling wand and just curled it all up, making sure that it looks really, really great. So yeah, bosses, is looking really, really nice. So I'm just going ahead and curling the rest of the ponytail that I created, up top ponytail. Okay, bosses, I was loving this hair. This hair is so great on heat. So definitely big shout out to Celie hair. Bosses, and I just began and curling the back of the unit. That's really it. I didn't really have to curl this unit like I stated to you, bosses. The unit already came curled, but you know me, just being extra. I think eventually I stopped myself from curling it, and then I was like, you know what, that's it. I don't feel like curling no more. So yeah, I just kind of tweaked the front a little bit, try to get it to be a little bit short and in like a wave thing. And then bosses just went ahead and curled that joint up, and that was basically it. This was one of the easiest video I would say I've done so far. It wasn't a lot of work. It really wasn't. The hair was 14 inches, so it was easier to maneuver. Bosses, hairline popping. Look at that hairline, bosses. Look at that hairline. Tell me what you bosses think. This whole hair is giving me what it's supposed to give. I'm really, really loving this whole look. I just couldn't believe how amazing everything came about. Bosses, if you're still watching the video and you love the way I did this hair, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to share the video. Make sure to comment down below. That really helps my YouTube channel out a lot. I really would appreciate it if you bosses do that for me. Thank you bosses so much. So to all my new subscribers, I can't even talk right now. Look at the back. Poppin'. Bosses, like I was saying, to all my new subscribers, I'm telling you bosses, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. Big shout out to Celie hair. Make sure to check out the description down below to get this unit. This unit was everything and more, bosses. Thank you, bosses, once again so much for rocking with me. God bless. Bye-bye.